Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your co-pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue on this journey of leaping from one expression to another. Yesterday we talked about 未见分晓. It means that you haven't seen the end result yet. So 未 is kind of a negation, and visually humans see that what you're going to see, the end result. 分晓 means A haven't separated itself from B yet. So the split result of normally like two teams competing, and you are going to see like who is the winner and loser situation. Okay, so today we're going to continue with the character 晓. Okay, yesterday we talked about daybreak, and original meaning is daybreak, but here it means to show. So to use the light image is to shine, to show the light on, to shed the light on something. That becomes to show, to express, to make something clear, as if it's in the daylight. Okay. And 知, we talked about the 知 before, and it can mean many, many things. Here, we are just using it to mean people, folks, or whoever you're talking with. So I just use them, people, your audience, whoever you try to convince. Okay. 晓之以情, 动之以理. Okay, another big expression, not going into details, but there are very big concepts here, because we have, okay, 晓 is show, right? And 动 is to move. Before we talked about 动 as, okay, it's a motion, it's move. It comes from this, this force or power or the energy character that's called 力. So we have this motion, move thing, but here, like in English, is a good corresponding. Like in English, when we say we move somebody, that means move them emotionally, right? It's moving, right? It doesn't mean things are moving, like spatially, but it's emotionally. You hit somebody with some message that touched them, resonate with them. So that's a kind of move we mean here. So here is a Chinese English, similar logic of moving people. And 以, it's a multifunctional word as well. And 以 in here, it doesn't mean think or reasoning anymore. It means use something. So it's a connector. So you are trying to show somebody, show people with. So this with are followed by one is 情, one is 理. These are the two spheres. If we put like brains, we have two sides, right? And people commonly say, okay, one side is for emotion, one side is for reasoning. So that's very rough classifications. But if we classify people mental activity into only two boxes, one would be sensibility and the other one is sense. And we have the sense of sensibility novel that I show on the next page to illustrate that these are the two main mental functions that you can show or appeal to try to convince somebody. So 情 came from this heart symbol that we use, one vertical line with two dot lines on the side. And if you notice, one have to be a little bit longer than the other one, and kind of like that. That's our heart symbol. So it's your mental activity. So in Chinese or English, we use heart to represent your cognitive function, right? But a lot of times, heart in back then as well as now, used as emotion. It's more emotional related cognitive function. Okay, and 清 is the sound maker, that it means kind of a blue green color in Chinese. So this is a kind of colorful emotion over there. And you're trying to show somebody with this emotion. So that means try to reason with people on the visually or sensibly like observable gut feelings, almost like, right? And then 动之以理 is like you try to move people with 理 is the reasoning, like the logical deduction, like that's, oh, that's reasonable, that kind of. 理 came from the meaning maker and the sound maker. Meaning maker means jade, and sound maker sounds like 理. So altogether, it means the streaks, the patterns inside the jade. So we use that to mean to sort out things, because jade processing probably was a big deal back then. And this craftsmanship, there's almost like its own school of jade processing, cutting, presenting it, study it, becomes like the original meaning of to sort something out, to reasoning, to find the streak, the pattern, so that you can go along the flow, you can find out the connections, things like that. So this becomes reasoning. So you're trying to show people with both their emotional level and intellectual level, convincing evidence or whatever, like your reasoning. So this is the act of persuasion. We often say 晓之以情, 动之以理, like you try to move people on both levels. And 情 and 理, I want to show you this translation of book cover of Sense and Sensibility by Jane Austen, right? Classics in English literature. And in Chinese, we use 理智, which is this reasoning, and 智 is wisdom, right? So reasoning wisely, and 语 means and, 情感. So 情 is this emotional, and 感 is this senses, like your sensors. So how you feel about things, right? So 理智与情感, that's how we translate it. And to correspond to, okay, sense is this 理智, 情感 is this sensibility. All right, we are going to continue more about 理智与情感 in our next session. And here we go. 晓之以情, 动之以理. Cash into the currency of thinking by just one word a day. See you another day.